Greetings to everyone in our parish. It's lovely to talk to you about new things because there are big changes happening. As you know, you may or you may not know, but I think most of you know that we are allowed to say masses beginning as this announcement tells us. Public masses resume from 15th of July, Wednesday next week. So it's a great news, and it's wonderful to be back in the church to celebrate all the sacraments, including Holy Mass and Sunday Mass. So just to remind you, we come in the church with masks on. We need to put them on and to have them on during the time of Mass, all the time. And we come inside the church. We can wash hands sanitize our hands. And then we enter the church. And there will be a new thing here. We are asked to give our details, to our names, addresses and phone numbers are to be recorded. Those who participate in our masses are to be recorded. So there will be Ted Upton in Jedburgh at 5:30 Mass, who will be doing this there. And then in Kelso, Moira Walsh will be at the entrance to the church taking our details. And in Hoyk here, we'll have Margaret Finnon taking our details like this as a table, and she will be there on the chair behind the desk, and will be asked to give the details, names, addresses and phone numbers. We are told to give our details just in case there is another attack of coronavirus. They need to know, everyone need to know who has attended the Mass. And then after this, we just take place in the church. There's a reminder about distance of 2 meters from one another, and important things for sitting in pews. Only 2 individuals could be in one pew. If you come as a couple, only one couple can be in a pew, or one family could be in a pew. So, which means, when you come here, you take your seat as individual, one person, and then that means that the other person should be at the end with the 2 meter distance. So that's 2 individuals, or one couple, nobody else, or a family of 2, 3, 4, 5 persons, up to 5 persons, I think. And without repeating myself from what we had in the short introduction 3 weeks ago, during the Mass, we take a seat and we don't do anything in regard of any movement. There will be no collection during Mass and no communion during the time of Mass. So we sit or stand or kneel wearing masks. There will be no singing. We don't need handbooks. We don't have the printed newsletter. We are not to have it. And so the Holy Mass will be, now bishops of Scotland advise us even not to have the second reading, not to have Gloria, to have short, brief homily. So Mass will be much shorter than usual. At the end of Mass, I will say, or a priest will say prayer after communion, give us blessing, announce anything essentially important, and then as we go out, we'll be then invited to go out. And here in Hoyk and similarly in Jedburgh, in Kelso, on the way out, we are, if you don't, if you're not unable to give anything to collection, and if you are not receiving communion, you go straight away, you go home. If you would like to offer something, then there is a collection box. I have ordered proper collection boxes. We should have them hopefully for the next weekend. you can put the offering here as you go out. And then if you don't receive communion, put your collection and go out. But if you are able to contribute with collection, put the collection in, and then I will be standing at the back of the church in this space here. Similarly, Ijad, Moro, and Kelso, me, your Father David will be there to distribute Holy Communion, and you receive Holy Communion, the body of Christ. And the person who receives communion, takes the communion, goes away 2 spaces away from the priest, consumes communion, and then bow, and then leave the church. And the next person comes, if they want to receive communion, bow to the Blessed Sacrament, and leave. And our churches will be cleaned after every use. And now, if there are so many people, the experience in England shows that rather smaller number of people came back for the first public masses than expected. So we don't expect huge crowds. But if we have, for instance, in Hawick, more than 50 people who will come for 11:30 Mass, I'm ready to say another Mass at 12:30. I will be here in the church. A pass keeper. If somebody comes at 11:30 and is told, sorry, we have full capacity, but there will be another Mass if you want at 12:30, Father George will celebrate that Mass. Then there will be, I'm ready and I will do the second Mass. I'm sure Father David will be ready to do the same in Kelso. And Jedburgh, I don't know, I don't think we'll need it, but I will be there ready to also say second Mass if we have so many people coming back into the church. It will be wonderful to have you. We have all the kind of measurements kept. The church is secure and it will be safe, and it will be lovely to see you next weekend or during the week coming to celebrate public Mass with other brothers and sisters, parishioners, together in our churches. So see you then. God bless you. Bye-bye.